Now let's understand few of the features available with Resultset window. Select the statement and click on execute. You will notice that Resultset is now visible right below query. There are few interesting features are also available in menu which is right above Resultset. For example, here we have super big dinosaur. Let's click over here and it will make this particular field editable. Instead of super big, we can now type small dinosaur. Click somewhere else in the window and you will notice apply is now visible. Click on apply and it will bring up prompt of apply SQL script to database. You will notice this is the SQL script which it has generated in background, and when we click on apply, it will execute that statement on your MySQL server. Click on finish and now your data is updated. If you want, you can just click over here and insert a new row. If you want to delete any row, you can click on the row and click on delete and it will delete that row. Make sure you have to apply your changes right after you do any of this edit operation. If you do not want to keep your changes, you can just click on cancel and MySQL Workbench will not commit those changes to MySQL server. If you want to export your result to external file, you can click over here and export it. Similarly, you can import records from an external file as well. When you click over here, you will notice that you can export your result set in multiple different formats. The most interesting option over here, SQL insert statement, that your result set will be now in format of SQL insert statement. You can take those statement and run against another SQL instance. In past, I have used this feature to take data from MySQL and insert in SQL Server. Click on cancel. Now click on this import option and it will bring up to the screen where we can import external file. You can only import CSV files. Now click on cancel. In our result set, the description field is quite long. If you want to see other columns in your result set without scrolling on the right, you can just resize the description field. As we have resized the description field, we are no more able to read entire data from this column. We can just click on wrap cell content and it will start wrapping the data in description field. What it has essentially done, it has increased the display size of your row. This is very handy feature when you are dealing with large text fields. Currently, I have limited to retrieve only 100 rows in my query. You can check that by going to query and limit rows. If due to any reason you want to see rows which are right after 100, you can click on fetch rows. This will fetch next frame of records from the data source. Here it is. When I click over here, it brought us result from film ID 101. Now let's click one more time and it has skipped next frame where film ID is 201. To go back, you just have to click on fetch row previous icon. When you click over here, it will now bring back previous frame. If you are an avid user of MySQL Workbench, I strongly suggest that you get familiar with the features available in your result set. They are very handy and can sometimes save a lot of your time. Here is the last feature, result set filter. Here you can type anything and MySQL Workbench will search that particular string in result set and MySQL Workbench will now return only those rows where this string exists. For example, let's search for the word drama and MySQL has filtered all the rows where string drama occurs. Let's change that to word escape and you will notice that result set now only displays rows where escape string exists. If your data is continuously changing in background, you can click on refresh and MySQL Workbench will once again fetch new data and filter that with your string.